So it's still a mess. I really and truly need some shelving.
Welcome to TNT Homesteading. Join us as we continue to expand our off-grid life here on our 10 acres in eastern Oklahoma.
Hey y'all, welcome to TNT Homesteading. This is Terry. Well, you know what they say, winter is coming. And it's going to apparently be here this week. They're talking about a couple of days with the lows in the teens. I mean, here's the temperatures they're talking about for Thursday and Friday. So I need to get a few things taken care of in the shed. If you watched last week's video with me doing the insulation around my batteries, you saw how messy the shed was. It is in severe need of cleaning up. It doesn't really need to be done too terribly bad. I mean, I can get around stuff, but with those temperatures that low, I may need to actually add some heat in here to make sure the batteries are above freezing whenever it becomes daylight hours. Since I can't charge, or I shouldn't charge my batteries when they're below freezing, I need to get that taken care of. One of the things I want to do this year, I want to try, or at least for temporarily for this week, is get our buddy heater out and see about heating that side of the shed just to get it above freezing. However, our buddy heater is in this part of the shed. And those boxes right here are some solar, and there's a windmill in there too that we got from a garage sale, just sort of a mix and match of stuff. And we just tossed it in here so we could get it out of the way. But the buddy heater is way back there. Let's see. And what that means is my current plan is to take the solar panels to the outhouse, or at least the old outhouse, though it's still working. But I need to get them put in there, because that way they are out of the way and I can get to them when I need them. But since that's not really being used, it's a great place to put them. So first things first, get those panels moved over into here, so and get them stored and keep them out of the weather. Once I can get those panels taken care of, we'll go from there, because I really don't know what's left after that. All right, well, it's all in there. It's a good thing too, because it's full. But I can get to this stuff later when I need it. Most of this is just extra stuff for side projects. So now let's get to the other building and get it taken care of. Well, now that I got that out of here though, I can actually walk in here and get to stuff. And there is the buddy heater and a partially filled tank of propane. Now this has been stored for a little over a year, so I should probably make sure it's going to work, or if I'm going to have to do something to it before this week. Well, there's still some propane, so let's give this a shot. Well, I can hear it. Oh. There we go. Got a pilot right there. There, you can see it. No, I think it's focusing on me. Whew. Well, I can't see it, but I can hear it, and I can feel the heat coming off of it. So it's working. All right, so I've got it to where I can walk in, actually get to the shelf. I guess I need to move this chair. Actually get to the shelf, get to some of the stuff that's on it if we need to. But I still got to put a few things away. This cool ammo box has got like old fire starter stuff in it, and we really liked that box, so we kept it. Of course, I got to get the blower and the weed eater turned off-grid. I don't know what you want to call it. Basically, I took a pole extension hedge trimmer and added it to my weed eater so I can mow the tall stuff instead of using the weed eater, and it works really, really well. And I just got a few more things to put in there, and then we can move on into the other side of the building. But it's not horrible. I can get to everything in there at the moment. I really want to get some shelves put in here, but as I like to say, that's a project for another day. Both sheds really need shelves. Now to mess with this one. And I can't even really record this because I have no place to put the camera to do this. So I guess I'll be back in a minute. Well, it's done, and I can use my shed again. Both sides. I'm happy about this. It becomes a catch-all between projects. So it's still a mess. I really and truly need some shelving. That would make my life so much easier in here. This potbelly stove may eventually one day get used, and then again it may not. But it was like $25, so we couldn't pass that up. But anyway, I've got it in here. Everything is good. I can safely run the buddy heater. It's not going to fall. It's not near anything that will melt or anything to that effect. I saw this the other day, and it was actually pretty cool to take those little fans that run off of heat and just stick it on the top. It'll help circulate the air instead of it just going straight up into the air. So this is done, at least for now. I do really hope next year I can do something in here with better shelving and storage and that kind of stuff. Now, if you think I took some of that stuff and tossed it into the other side of the shed, you're absolutely 100% correct. I didn't bring a whole lot over here. I brought one of my hunting chairs. I brought the trombonico squash and hung them up here, though before the freezing temperatures get here, I'll have to take those inside or they won't be any good because they'll freeze. And a few other things that actually went on shelves. So that's good. But again, I can get in here and I can use this side of the shed as well. So I am excited about this. It needed doing. It needed doing bad. I do have a couple of things I need my wife to look at, and until she looks at them, they're just sort of here on the porch, and they may just set them in there inside the shed until she really has a chance to go through it and figure out what she wants to do with it. Anyway, I'm glad that's done. It's been getting cooler as the day has progressed, and as you can tell, it's cloudy. It's been cloudy all day. It's dark. So I did spend some time today looking at solar needs, how much we're actually using compared to how much we're making, and we have greatly increased our power consumption, which I could have told you that already just by how often we've had to run the generator. So I am definitely looking into buying some solar panels before the end of the year. I'm also going to be looking into buying at least a charge controller, if not an all-in-one, or charge controller and power inverter. One of the reasons for that is if something was to break on the one we've got, I could take some time, rewire some stuff, and be running again. Because what the old saying goes, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So right now, if something happened to my power inverter, we'd have no power. So I'll mess with that later, though. Do need to finish the math and then do some shopping and see what we want to get. But yes, we are 100%, well, done for now anyway. But we can at least run it and keep the batteries warm if it's needed. There is a remote temperature sensor inside of that box that I can read from inside the cabin. So whenever it is cold, I can see what's the temperature in there. I used to have one in here, and I don't know where it's at, so I need to find it. That way I need to know what the temperature is in here and temperature inside the box. So I need to find that or buy one. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.